So this isn't as prevalent nowadays as it used to be, but does anyone remember the time when everyone was just kind of upset at Nintendo for quote-unquote only focusing on Mario or Zelda and never giving any of their older IPs a shot? Did you guys even remember the Wii era? Half of that was just them trying to make more games from other series that had long been forgotten, and none of you bought them! Welcome to Let's Play Punch-Out Wii. This is the 2009 sequel to the original. Wow, I can't even make words already. This is going swimmingly. This is the 2009 follow-up to the classic arcade-style boxing game Punch-Out on the NES, Super Punch-Out on the SNES, and of course the two arcade games Punch-Out and Super Punch-Out of the same names. Make a new profile. I'm going to take this one. And let's get started. If you've ever played Punch-Out, it is not so much a fighting game so much it is kind of a puzzle game in a sense. You always have the same computer opponents in a straight line up to the championship title for each circuit. In this case, Minor Circuit, Major Circuit, and World Circuit. Pick career mode. And it wouldn't be a Punch-Out game without everyone's favorite punching bag, Glass Joe. So there's technically 3 different ways you can play this game. You can do this the classic sideways Wiimote style like an NES controller, complete with all the same inputs as the original NES version. You can use Wiimote and Nunchuck style, and there's also a Wii balance board. I've never used that one, and I have no idea if it's any good, but that's your choice. But anyway, this is Glass Joe. He's from France, and he's the greatest loser in the Punch-Out circuit. He's got a record of 1-99, which is insultingly bad. Let's take him on. Yeah, we're up-and-comer Little Mac from, I believe, the Bronx, New York. 107 pounds, 5'7". We are very small, but yep. Wow, 17 years old, and we're trying to take on the big league. Let's do it. Yes, he's French, if you couldn't tell.
Bonjour, bonjour, je suis Glass Joe.
Oh, I didn't do it right. Okay, something to be clear. There are actually a few things you can learn about this game real fast. I'm going to teach you. Holding up on the D-pad and pressing 1 or 2 will make you punch in the face, left or right, depending on if you hit 1 or 2. Not pressing any direction while also pressing 1 and 2 will go for a stomach blow, or I believe jab is the name of it? It's jab or hook, one or the other. Left and right will make you dodge, down will also make you duck under attacks, and you can hold up and do nothing to just block. Well, this is Glass Joe. He's a tutorial fight, so we can explain that pretty easily. As you can see, when I punched him, though, I got a star. If your opponent flashes yellow, you have the opportunity to get a star from them. Stars give you extra powerful attacks, which are pretty useful for knocking down your enemies. And when Glass Joe does that, punch him, and he falls down instantly. If for some reason you take damage when your opponent is knocked down, you can press 1 and 2 repeatedly to have Little Mac do a little dance, I guess, and regain some energy. Now you see there, when I got hit, I lost a star. If you get hit at all your stars have vanished. But if you just simply avoid the attack, you can punish them and punish accordingly. Since this is Glass Joe, he's not going to deal much damage. See? Also, if you punish his attacks correctly, you can also get more stars for it. So let's just use a star punch by pressing A. You can hold a max of 3 stars at once, and they will all be used up repeatedly. Not repeatedly, all at once when you unleash them. Let's press 1 and 2 repeatedly. The fastest way to regain health in this game is actually to use the Wii on a Nunchuck build I've seen, but you can still rebuild a lot of health if you're fast with button mashing. If your opponent is counted to 10, they are out of mission, but if they also get knocked down 3 times or are unable to get up at the count of 10, then the match is yours. Let's go for a triple. If you KO someone with a triple star punch, though, special knockout animation. Croissants! For everyone. Usually matches can go as tall out of 3 rounds, and if you get to the end of the 3rd round and no one has been knocked out or TKO'd, the judge will call for decision, and you can win that based on you've taken the least amount of damage or falling down the least. But as Glass Joe, you're not going to lose this fight, and if you are, you're really sad. Sorry, Mike Tyson, you are worse than Glass Joe. And as we can see, we got our training partner here, Doc Lewis. This was your coach in the original Punch-Out back again. He is pretty much going to give you a lot of advice in between rounds, and he does give you a way to regenerate your health between rounds if you know how to do it. I'll be showing that off, though, when we get there, because it's going to be a bit until we get to the 2nd round of a circuit. Next up, though, is Von Kaiser, hailing from Germany and also from the original NES Punch-Out game. Kaiser's not much of a step up. He's at least got a lot of victories by comparison to Glass Joe, but he's pretty sad, honestly. Like, let's let his intro video show you. He's ranked number 2, which you think would be pretty good. But, honestly, I'll let the video explain how bad this dude is, given he's in his 40s. Yeah, it's pretty bad. He's not much of a fighter anymore, it seems. That being said, he's a bit more cohesive than Glass Joe, can actually put up a bit of a fight. But you can still get stars from him just as easily. And when he does those weird clicking sounds, just dodge him accordingly. Now, if... I should probably specify this one right here, because this is one I know. There are ways to instantly knock out an opponent if you know how to do it. In this case, Von Kaiser is going to be hiding behind his gloves, and he'll be saying... I'm not sure what it is. Something in German, to fist of their mommies, I believe it is. I could be wrong on the pronunciation of that, but he's essentially just cowering in fear. If you use a triple star punch on that opportunity, he will instantly be knocked out no matter how much health or how many times he's been knocked down. It's unable for him to survive. So let's just give him a fighting chance. One round down. Or one knockdown, at least. But this is the minor circuit, so don't expect too much of a challenge. It's not going to be that difficult of an opponent.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Come on.
I'm impressed he honestly got back up after that. I thought he was just dead. And yeah, you can go for body blows or facial shots. It's entirely up to you if you want to do that. And you can also follow up certain attacks if you feel like it. In that case, that uppercut, just dodge from the sides and you'll be fine. In this case, using just a regular one-star punch will also knock him out that way. You can also see we have a heart meter. That is our stamina. The more hits we sustain, the more our stamina drops. If we run out of stamina, we can't hit, and we have to dodge attacks in order to regain our stamina. Alright, let's at least give Von Kaiser a warrior's death. To knock you down. Depending on what you do for Von Kaiser specifically, you can only hit either his stomach or his head. You can't do both. And that's that. Interestingly, you can also see visual damage over time to these guys and to yourself as well. Little Mac will get bruised and bandaged up the more damage he takes, and everyone else will also sustain damage, like Von Kaiser's mustache getting messed up or getting that big wart on his forehead. Or welt, I suppose.
Not after that last fight.
Agreed. It's probably not best to challenge Little Mac. But that's 2 opponents down already. That was 8 minutes. Oh my god. Wow, these guys went by faster than I thought they would. Now we got Disco Kid. We could cover this dude right now, but we're going to wait actually on that for a second because there's something else I want to cover. So there's 5 options here. Career mode is obviously the story mode. Exhibition, you can pick whatever opponent you want that you've already faced, and you can fight them whenever you want. Head-to-head is actually multiplayer mode, which I don't know if we'll be covering that. Maybe another time. Options. This will just give you the option to change your controllers, your profile, and give you a tutorial if you need it. I honestly have no idea how to use the Wii balance board for this, so I'm not going to bother with that. And yes, you do have to use pointer controls for the menus. I'm sorry if you don't like pointer controls, but they're not that intrusive. And the gallery. You can unlock audio, movies, and credits based on what all you've done. Credits, of course, for beating the game. So let's use an exhibition. Exhibition is also your mission mode for the game. See, every opponent you face has 3 tasks you can do to them. It gives us your best record and 3 challenges for you. In this case, knock down Glass Joe 3 times and let him win by decision, which is not as easy as it sounds. You gotta knock him out twice in round 1, and I believe the 3rd time in round 2, and then get yourself knocked down 4 times over the course of the match and lose. On the 1-punch knockdown we spot. We've already seen that one. Win the fight without dodging, ducking, or blocking a punch. Really easy to do because it's Glass Joe. Von Kaiser's case, win the fight and land every punch throw. You can TKO him in under a minute. Very easy, and KO him by only throwing 5 punches. Not hard to do this to Von Kaiser. Von Kaiser is very easy. That being said, though, we're not going to cover all the missions for every boxer in this game because these missions can get really hard with some of the later boxers we'll be coming across. And as you can see, we got about 13 boxers to come across. By the time you get to World Circuit, they get ridiculous. So we're going to hold off on trying to do that for a while. I suppose we can at least take a look at Disco Kid here. Disco Kid holds a bit of a distinction. He's the only brand new boxer to this game. Every boxer aside from him is from the original Punch-Out on the NES or Super Punch-Out for the Super Nintendo. This dude is the only guy to originate from this game purely. Sort of. There is another boxer we can come across much, much later that technically makes their debut in this game, but they've been in other games before, so that's another time. But yeah, as you can see though, his record kind of sucks. 4 knockouts, or 4 wins and 12 losses. He actually has a worse record than Kaiser, yet he's still somehow #1 over here. Honestly, I don't know how he pulled that off, but yeah, that's his job, not mine. But yeah, we're 2 opponents down with the minor circuit. I think we'll take care of the rest of the minor circuit next part. I'll see you guys then, and until next time, ice out.